tried.
What are we doing?
What do we do? Oh, hey, Kat. I'm glad you asked. You see, it is Valentine's Day. And as such, it is only tradition that we take a look at my favorite fanfic author, Jack Russel.
Oh, was that what we're doing?
Yeah, we have a Valentine's Day special, the Notobok, Love Never Dies. Don't worry, it's short.
Okay.
Do you want me to read the plot synopsis, or are we ready to jump into this?
Give me the synopsis.
Valentine's special. It was said that love never ends. But is this true? Can love survive the greatest of harshhoods? Find out for the greatest love story ever penned. Romance, hurt, comfort. It's only about...
No. At this point, he writes specifically for you and I.
Yes. And since Jack is listening, happy Valentine's Day.
Are you recording?
I might be.
Oh no.
The Notobok. Love Never Dies. I didn't read this, by the way. I just skimmed to see how long it was. It's pretty short. Allison Hamilton was a-going to meet her lovey on a windy, dusty day, and she did. Wow. Riveting. Tear in the old hose where they lived. Oh, Duke, you big, strong man. I have always loved you, my love. But this was not real Duke. He is an evil cyber clone created by the evil Dr. Bad to assassinate Allison cause he wants her monies. Lucille Xanthophenna, alright, was nearby. Xanthophenna is a cyborg space elf who has been sent back in Tim to stop the evil ones from destroying the marriage of Duke and Alcian, cause their great-grandchildren are gonna found the Crusaders of Good to fight against the back dark ones, form the planet Death, who want to kangar to galaxy to destroy good and promote evil. Hope you got all that. Do not kill my Lober, cried Alice's son, but Xanthophenna yelled, that is. Uh-oh. We lost him, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give him a second to really take it all in. It is a lot to absorb. In the meantime, I'm gonna eat one of my, Valentine's Day special lollipops. Sorry, Jack, I guess the story was just so good. It just took him out completely. He'll be back. I don't think he'll be back. Huh. Well. I guess I'll just keep going. Where did I leave off? Oh, yeah. Not you, love, that is an evil cyber clone created by the Dr. Evil Dr. Bad. Gasp. How could this be true? But it was too, and Xanthophenna fried her cyber palmsa gun at top speed and killed the evil cyber org. Then Alcilson saw that it had been cyber brains, and so was not her love. But where is love? We have to find him. You must go to the top secret bunker in the Antarctic. You will be saved there, and you can have a penguin as a best friend so you will not be lonely. And Allison agreed and went there in her private jet. Allison was sad, because she did not see her love, but happy, because she gets to meet penguins. So now it is action time. Xanthophenna go in her snow gear, cause they are in Sabera, and it has to find where the Duke is being held captive. But how? Then she remembered that there is an evil Allison cyborg out there some here, and it is ent to kill Duke while it is all day in Britain and having tea with the Queen. Thank you for that line. I'm not sure what I read, but it was something. So Xanthophenna had to pull strings in Moscow to get priority on flight out of Russia, And so, she drove Ter in her stone mobile and spoke with Comrade Stalin, who's now in the story, and he arranged the Soviet superjet to come in at least minute, cause Dr. Bad is his second worst enemy. Who's his first? So Zentafena go in the jest and flew to Londo, just as the Quen was given a speech at a feast. Ter Zentafena joined the feast in posh diner partney and mingled with the guests. Zentafena had talk about Khalsic literature and Egyptian history and the Babylonians and the lost city of Atlantis with a professor of Oxford University. It's all coming together. Then it hit her. Dr. Bad must be working his evil from the Egyptian pyramids, one. Wow, great timing. You got to the part where you threw a 1 at the end. We haven't seen that in a while.
Well, that was... What?
Alright, the recap what you missed. Dr. Evilbad is making cyber clones of her lover to stop the marriage. And then the Queen of Britain talked to Comrade Stalin, and he gave her the Super Soviet jet or something, and now you're all caught up.
Okay, as you do. All right, makes sense.
Yeah.
Interesting how I unplugged my computer. I was moving my computer to another room when I called you to see what's going on. Something wacky happened because it shut off. Now I have 0% power. That's alarming.
That's not good. I honestly thought the story was so good it took you out.
Yeah, I was swooned by the greatest romance novel of all time.
Well, aren't you lucky? Because I happen to keep going, so when this is up, you'll be able to read all the bits you missed.
You're recording?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I got my mic. My fucking computer crashed.
Surprise!
I didn't hear a single fucking word.
Surprise! Happy Valentine's Day.
Keep going. Just keep going.
Then Zentafena saw the evil cyborg as a living nuke who was gonna suicide and set of the big nuke that is in her body, making Uspalsnin the Siaz of Wales. That is, if Zentafena did not something fast. So Zentafena fired an Omjing super air bullet that did massive damage and destroyed the evil cyborg clone in a way that did not sat of the nuke. Thank you for saving me, my lady. Oh, I'm sorry, did you want to discuss what we watched? Yeah,
I just mean, to be fair, you did message me earlier that you had planned to make a video or something, so I should have known it was coming. But to briefly imagine that my computer crashed and you just started reading out loud to yourself, well, I'm kind of glad that wasn't the case.
Yeah, it's just a special kind of day. I just want to share it with my friends. You, Jack Russel, the audience, myself.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
There is an old saying down in Texas. This ain't my first rodeo, and I can tell it ain't your first one. Yeehaw! Duke yelled and shot several rounds into air, but the queen was not impressed. Oh, how barbaric! So Zentafena and Duke went to the Sarahara and fought Babylonian robots that Dr. Bad brought to life form the Hanging Gardens of Babylon that were found, and they duked it out. Oh, I get it, because Duke is in this plot. They duked it out! But also, it's funny because the guy's name is Duke. That Babylonian robots were a sharpshooters, but Duke and Zentafena cold shot faster. Zentafena killed them with her cyber fasher, and Duke did them good with his sharpshooter. I guess I should give him a Texas accent now that I know his character. Nobody messes with Texas, he say, and was made sheriff of Egyptian by the Pharaoh. Yeah, I guess the Pharaoh came back to life, realized, oh, you're pretty cool, and made him the sheriff of Egypt. Makes sense, makes sense. It was also reveled that the Egyptians had dwarfed Dr. Bad out of Pharaoh's pyramid, and the Pharaoh bade them form Egypt. Except that was only a robot clone of Dr. Bad, and his real Selef is in the underwater city of Atlantis, where is making evil clones and demons and robots and half-man, half-sopian monkey hybrids to do evil-ass attacks. At least this one is lost for evil and one for good, noted Xanthophenna. But it was not all good, cause Xanthophenna got an emergency message from Professor Good that the Dr. Bad had sent evil robots into New York to Kyler as many Americans as possible. Cause Susie, he is angry that his evil plan failed and wants to take the anger out on someone. So it was to fly to New York and fight the evil robots. So now, it was the big battle. Robots were eating buildings and giant ants were crushing cars, and Evan Spider-Man could not do anything.
Not even Spider-Man.
He tried to save New York. You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. Luckily, Xanthophenna had a plan. She fired her space rocket launcher to blow up some of the evil robots and hijacked any enemy tank and fired laser missiles at the robots to do massive damage. But then, a King Kong's evil brother was about to crush the tank.
King, Donkey Kong.
I guess this is topical because at the time that this was written and uploaded, which was today, King Kong vs. Godzilla remake's coming out soon. It was a good thing that Xanthophenna had a power weapon formed. He Pollinet X ready. I got nothing. I swore that I would never use this thing, cause it is too evil, but I shall break my vow just this once. Xanthophenna speeched and fired the artifacts at evil King Kong and destroyed him. Then she killed the spaceman, who evil man formed out of space with her bare hands. You saved the city. It was the mayor of New York. and he gave Xanthophenna medals, but it was the new bad news as opposed to the old bad news. Cause when Duke come to Antarctica, he found that Allison had been kidnapped by Dr. Bad, who disguised himself as a penguin to kidnap her and sacrifice her to the evil god of evil, who is the god of the planet Inferno, who are the allies of the planet Death.
He knows what he's doing.
We must go to Allentus and rescue her. I never figured out if Xantha's a guy or a girl, so I'm giving a gender ambiguous voice. Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't even know what genre or franchise.
You know what genre it is? Jack Russell. You know what franchise it is? Jack Russell.
Okay.
Alright, now we have confirmation. Xanthophenna said, cause she is now in Antarctica, speaking to Duke. I can't even do a text stack. I'm gonna try again, whatever. Right, so I reckon we gonna smoke 'em out, Duke said. So Professor Good came in and said, we must take the submarine. And it was time to go. Oh, is it? No, we got a little more to go, Jack. The assault had begun, and they were traveling under the sea. But first, that had to fight Cthulhu, who Dr. Bad had woke up. He just woke him up, come on, I need you to do something. It was a good thing that Dr. Good had attacked the submarine with science to make it able to fight Cthulhu, as he is a genius, as is always prepared to fight evil. Yeah. So, the fired dimensional torpedoes that thought the fourth dimension to do massive damage to the evil Cthulhu. But he tried to swallow the submine, and it was almost too late. But that is if the submarine was not fitted with a Redothral artifact that Xanthophenna had won in her space campaign against the space demons of Cell 79LK.
Sounds like you're saying Santa Ana, which I could believe at this point.
Should I artifact it now, Professor? Asked Xanthophenna, and Professor Good put head down and said, yes, I regret using such an evil weapon, but that Cthulhu cannot be allowed to live. I swear, as a scientist of good, that I would never have to kill, but many more will die if this thing is allowed to live. In a perfect universe, mankind would not have knowledge of such evil technology, but it is not the universe we live in. So this has to been done, set it off. Remember, this was supposed to be a Valentine's Day love story, and what a love story it is. This is a love letter from Jack to us, the readers.
What's really between King Kong and Cthulhu? Because I can't keep up.
Yeah, it's something about he woke up Cthulhu, but Professor Good used science. Just use science if you want to fight a Cthulhu.
Technology.
We don't have to explain what. So Xanthophenna said of the weepon, and Cthulhu was destroyed, and now it was a straight path to Alanatis, where Dr. Bad is wadding. Dr. Bad is meanwhiling while... Wait, sorry, I'm sorry, I had a stroke because I thought that's how he wrote that. Dr. Bad is meaning while was giving a speck to his evil dudes. Soon we will be the ones ruling the world, and the victory of the Dark Ones will be assured. I promise you that, my evil followers, and soon we will be the masters of the whole multiverse. Uh-oh, maybe he started reading our stories. With our power. Our delayed chapter 2. It's coming. It's coming as soon as part 16 and 17 of Evil Terminator or whatever.
It's coming.
It's coming. These reviews take time. Nuna will be able to stop me. Not even Professor Good or Xanthophenna. They're on a first name basis, at least. He knows his enemy as well. But then, Xanthophenna and Professor Good came in the speech room and... We will see about that, Dr. Bad. Your evil days are over. Surrender and Maber, you will get a fail trail at the space court. Xanthophenna said brave like bold. What?
There we go. He loosed with Dad.
Ha 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 ha. I will never surrender to the likes of you. Dr. Bad eviled. We don't have to fight like this. We can use our technology to make the world good and show the potential that humanity has, Dr. Bad. It don't have to end this way. We work together at university on Omega 1, and you're a good man. Then be that man again. Help stop the Dark Ones, Dr. Bad. Professor Good pleaded with goodness. But Dr. Bad loothed. You fools! I am the last king of Atlantis. Oh.
Okay.
I can't say that wasn't set up, but I will say it was set up poorly. And I will use my power to rule infinity.
Okay. He's just going for big words and big established concepts.
We gotta keep
Atlantis, King Kong, Cthulhu.
We gotta keep raising the stakes. Gotta keep doing it.
Good versus bad.
Nothing can stop me now. Atlantis will rise again, and you will all die. Dr. Bad loosed with evil. No, it is you who will die. Xanthophenna yelled, and there was an epic battle. Spells were being flung, laser guns were being fired, and it was only 5 minutes until the world was about to explode.
You know, that bust I have of Marcus Aurelius, he's looking down on me, and he's really just...
If he knew what the future had in store, he would be ashamed that he didn't live long enough to see it. They were doing the kung fu moves on evil cyborgs and blowing them up. I'm starting to think Terminator's the biggest influence on his writing. There's a lot of evil cyborgs in these stories. Like, even when it's not expressly Terminator, it's basically Terminator.
It's some robot evil.
Xanthophenna was ooksing the Lazagur guns, and Professor Good was deactivating UXBS that the cyborgs had placed, and Duke was shotting them, remember him? With his Texas Ranger skills and doing roundhouse kicks like Chuck Norris.
Okay.
To say that's dated would be an understatement. So it's just a clever nod. Soon, the evil monsters of Dr. Bad was dead, but then came the evil cyborg dragon with 10 heads of the planet Zonks, and it breathed acid and fire and ice and poison and lasers and nuclear waste and liquid nitrogen and thermite and tornadoes and so
This is my favorite Jack Russel writing type. Just keep adding.
Just keep throwing and just throw another fucking word in there. How can we defend this monastery? They hate to
Vampire skunk.
We're going for a little vampire skunk there. Oh, before we finish up here, Jack, I'm still waiting on that Scary Godmother fanfic. Whenever you can get to it, I would love it. Thank you. They had to figure it out, and it was almost too late, and good was about to lose, and evil was about to win. It was too much. Then, Xanthophenna found the legendary Sword of Power, Epilogue, and used it to kill the dragon of Chaos. Ants saved the day. Was that actually the final boss? No, here we go. But Dr. Bad looks like a madman. You may have won the battle, but you have yet to win the war. Dr. Bad eviled like the evil man he is, and used Adelmadius magic, and teapottled away, and Xanthophenna cremade. Come back, you coward! But he was gone, and the Dark Ones and the evil Anashes would live to fight another day. But Terry's legends of a good Atlantean prince who rebelled against the evil king. Who could it be? That's how that was written. Could it be Duke, who rebelled against the evil king? Who could it be? No, that's how they wrote it. Could it be Duke? Could he be the last good prince of Alanatis? So, it was happy ever after. Is it really? You just said that he got away. Okay. And Duke later became president of the United States, and Allison became his first lady.
This is just part 7 of JoJo.
And it was all good. Most well, even. Okay, I threw that in. And this is the best spelling of people. Pepilol were the happy and not to sad.
That's good. It's good like that.
Duke gave great cowboy speech and then banned evil forever.
I am banning evil. Evil niggas.
My first rule as president, no more evil. So I guess Dr. Bad's just kind of fucking screwed. He can't come back. Okay. Then why write that he got it? Whatever. Then the night Xanthophenna went back to the Fulcher in her time machine. See? So it's time travel. With Professor Good, and Xanthophenna got back just in time to take part in just in lowercase, so it's not somebody's name, and win the annual Intergalactic Gladiator Tournament held on the planet Wexen. Ab the Thursons and Xanthophenna won a lot of money and her own solar sestmentum. This story is happy end.
This story is happy end. That's a good line. Oh, and a heart symbol.
Yeah, we gotta show our love. Thank you for joining this impromptu reading.
No, not thank you for joining us. Now we talk about it. What the fuck was this?
Oh, you don't know? Well, to recap,
It just came halfway, and is this all original?
Yeah, this isn't based on anything. This is his own work. It's not...
So the fanfic author that gets really like salty about like people not respecting fanfic authors wrote his original story for Valentine's Day with, I suppose, original characters. But to be fair, he's using Rick and Morty googly gook names like Xanthophenna, Bexon, Sexon, and whatever. It's just, that's it. Just original characters out of nowhere. The best he comes up with is Dr. Bad, Professor Good, and borrows King Kong, and that's okay. So this is what a Jack Russel original piece is. Shit.
I know you're very sad that you missed quite a good fortune of it, but good thing is that I'm uploading it, so you'll be able to watch it.
Yes. What a successful shit show.
My quick 2 cents about this is, first of all, I'm going to assume Allison Hamilton was meant to be... I'm going to assume that it's supposed to be a play on a female variant of Alexander Hamilton, but I could be completely wrong.
He takes such surface level things, and he just like slightly like shakes them off.
and like, I'd like to propose a theory to you. This is called the Notobok, which tells me this is Jack's interpretation of the Notebook without reading or watching the movie. It's like, I didn't read it or watch it. This is probably what it was.
Just never let this man ever actually see a movie. Just let him write what he thinks it is.
Because what he writes is more interesting than the actual product it's supposed to be.
Only because, like, modern media is so bad to see excel.
This is schlock, but it's good schlock, you know?
So I'm just noticing how we spelled Egyptian.
Oh.
I think we've seen that before.
If you think that's bad, he spelled it like 7 different ways from Sunday. Oh wait, it is Sunday when I'm making this. Huh. I mean, my favorite is Egyptian pyramids ! 1. You gotta have the 1 in there. That's how you know it's serious.
I'm pretty sure I heard weepins.
Oh, you've heard weepins several times throughout this. It's always weepins.
You ever read like an 80-page paperback sci-fi novel from the 50s, and it's just such silly things like, yes, Xenophena from the planet Vox, or scroll down.
Yeah, he made up like several different names. You have like Wexner.
It's such entry-level like 1950s sci-fi club.
Don't forget Sao 79LK. That was a classic.
Just Dr. Bad.
I still don't know what he meant by UXBS. I assume he meant there were USB ports or something.
It's just cool, generic sci-fi shit. Turn your brain off. Also, cowboys and King Kong. There's nothing left to analyze.
No. Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day once again, Jack Russel. And you, the audience, thank you for listening to this impromptu reading that I forced my friend to listen to.
Look how he spelled die!